Hello and welcome to the My Routes Travel app demo video. Over the next few minutes we're going to be showing you all the features of the My Routes Travel app. Hopefully by now you've successfully downloaded and logged into your holiday and you're looking at the home screen, something that will look a little bit like this, depending of course what holiday you're going on. The most exciting feature of the home screen, the countdown to when your holiday begins. The first feature to show you is the itinerary at a glance, and if you click on that button you'll see your holiday itinerary at a glance, day by day. Little picture, little detail of what you're doing on each day of your holiday. It's a good overview of where you're going, and you can click on any day to see all the details of what you're doing on that day in more detail. And you can slide right and left between the days so you can get a little storyboard of exactly what you're doing and where you're going. All the details in your day-by-day itinerary can also be accessed from the day-by-day itinerary icon on the home page, just like this. You'll also see at the bottom of each day different options, for example My Pics and Notes, Maps and Weather, and these are functions that we're going to have a look at later in the video, but you can also access them directly from here as well. All the details of your itinerary will be in the day-by-day itinerary so you can see exactly what you're doing. The next function is the Your Travel Documents section, and this is a copy of every travel document that's important to your trip. So you'll see your original PDF itinerary is in here, your ATOL certificate is in here, and any important information that you might need during your trip. These documents are stored offline, so even if you're not connected to the internet, you can still access all of this information from your mobile device. The next section that you may have on your app is the Your Cruise Documents, and if you're taking a cruise as part of your trip with us, you'll find any documents you might need for the cruise element of your trip in this section. If you're not taking a cruise, you won't find this section on your particular holiday. The next section is Messages, and this is the message center where any messages related to your trip will be posted. Normally it's relevant while you're traveling, particularly for flight information and for any changes to your schedule that we need to notify you about. You'll get a notification on your phone, and then you can click into the My Routes Travel app and it will show you just here. The next section is My Pics and Notes, and this is a section that you can add your own pictures and your own notes to your own app to remind you where you've gone, or perhaps to show you some of the images, perhaps to save some of the images that you really enjoyed on your holiday. To do this, all you need to do is click Add a Photo, or of course start typing out your notes and press save. So it could be, for example, that you've taken a great picture, it could be a great restaurant you want to recommend to your friends back at home, or perhaps a really nice experience that you don't want to forget the details. It's a great place to store lots of stuff about your holiday, and of course you'll always have access to this section once you've come back from your trip, so that you can have a look later. It's a really useful section, highly recommend looking. The next section is the Maps section, and you'll see here this will detail all the places that you're travelling. And if you're going to one of the destinations where we also have points of interest, you'll also find on the maps all of the points of interest that we've loaded for the destinations you're visiting. This will include things like highlights, restaurants, cafes, museums, art galleries, and as you can see on your screen, we're just looking at a few of the ones that we've got in the Vancouver area that's related to this particular part of the holiday. There, if you have got highlights and points of interest as part of your holiday, we highly recommend having a look through. There are some really great ones there to have a look through. At the bottom of the maps, you'll see all the different icons there that are relevant to the area the areas that you're travelling through. You can tick and untick various things to filter the points of interest on your map relevant to perhaps what you're looking for at the time. The points of interest are also listed in this section called Points of Interest, and this is a list of the points of interest that are related to your holiday, and again you can click into one and have a look and click back, or from side to side. The settings button in the top right will allow you to also filter the results based on where you are near. So for example, we've just filtered this to Jasper, and now you can see the Jasper points of interest are coming through. So that's a really useful feature to have a look through on your trip. It's well worth having a look at the points of interest both before and during your holiday. Beforehand, it's a great planning tool so you don't miss anything, and of course during your holiday it's a really useful tool to make sure that you're seeing the very best parts. The next section is weather, and this will give you the details of the weather for the next 5 days for each location that you're travelling through. Handy to make sure that you're packing the right things for your day out. The next section is called flights, and the flight section is where you will see all the details of the flights on your itinerary, and this is updated minute by minute based on the departure and arrival time. So if there is a delay to your flight, it will also come up here. Equally, when the gate is available, the app will message you to let you know what gate you need to go to. Equally, if there's any changes in flight details or anything like that, the flight section will always be up to date. So do have a look at the flight section of your itinerary. And finally, you'll see the future inspirations section. This is just some ideas for trips in the future once you've had hopefully had a great holiday with us. You'll see that in this particular one we're looking at a Vietnam holiday and onto a South Africa holiday, but well worth checking out the future inspiration for some future travel inspiration for your holiday plans. The other thing to let you know, in the top left hand corner of the home page, or at most pages, you'll see the menu function. That has got some menu options there, for example the frequently asked questions, terms and conditions, and you can also refresh your app there as well if you need to. If you have any questions regarding the MyRoutes travel app, please speak to your travel specialist. We all use this on our own travels. We can guide you with any specific questions that you've got. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope you have a fantastic holiday.